Welcome to Hey Dr. Sue. So people submit their sex questions to me anonymously, and once a week I post one question and one answer. Do you have a sex question you've always wanted answered? Go ahead and check out the description for information on how to submit it anonymously.
This week's question is the sex you are assigned at birth your permanent government sex? The answer is no, it's not. There are two things I want to point out before I explain things. One, I want to be really specific here and say that I'm talking about states and territories in the United States. The laws are going to be different in other countries. The second is that sex and gender are not the same thing, but a lot of times people use them interchangeably, and that definitely happens when we're talking about official documents. In many states in the U.S., when a baby is born, it is assigned either male or female at birth. Sometimes the doctor may include things like the baby's chromosomes or internal reproductive organs to make the decision about the baby's sex, but most often it's just based off what the doctor can see for the external reproductive organs after the baby is born. If the doctor sees a vulva, then it's usually assigned female. If they see penis, then usually the baby is assigned male. But it's not that simple, because there's a range of how genitals may look at birth. Maybe there's a penis, but also ovaries. There's also the possibility that the chromosomes are something different than XX or XY. Maybe it's XXY or XYY. Or maybe the chromosomes are XY, which is what we usually equate to male, but there's a vulva. I don't want to get too wrapped up in the discussion of being born intersex, though if you have more questions about this, please ask. The reason I bring up being born intersex is because we now recognize that it's not as simple as being assigned male or female at birth. And currently in the U.S., there are 16 states and the District of Columbia that have an option on the birth certificate for something other than male or female. So is it possible to change your sex on your birth certificate once you're older? The answer is yes, but it depends on where you live. In some states, if you want to change your birth certificate, you may need to do something as simple as filling out a form. In other states, you may need to prove that you had surgery. Some states just don't allow you to change your sex on your birth certificate at all. Personally, I love maps, so I thought I'd share this one from the Movement Advancement Project. It provides information on birth certificates here in the U.S. I've also included a link to the website in the description. Now, the answer on changing your sex on your driver's license is similar. It depends on where you live. In some states, it's as simple as submitting a form. In others, you may need to provide documentation from a healthcare provider. And 2 states don't allow you to change your sex on your driver's license at all. Here's a map also from the Movement Advancement Project that has more information about driver's licenses and sex or gender. Now, your U.S. passport is a different story. In 2022, the State Department policy changed, and now people are allowed to choose either female or male or X. That X stands for unspecified or another gender identity. Unlike in the past, now a person does not need to provide any sort of medical documentation supporting their desire to change their gender on their passport. If you're interested in learning more about this, you might want to check out the link I put in the description. Keep in mind that we're seeing a lot of things changing right now when it comes to gender, especially at the state level. So you may want to keep an eye on changes to policy where you currently live or where you might be considering moving to. Until next time, be safe and have fun.
Did you like that video? If so, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. That way you'll know when new videos come out. Also check out the description to find out how to find me on Instagram, Medium, and Twitter. And make sure to check the description for links where you can submit your sex question.